All right. So this is the new bike. Ducati 848, obviously. It's the regular edition, not the Evo. It's a 2009. It's basically stock. The previous owner, I think this carbon stuff is all aftermarket. Like these pigs are aftermarket. Obviously the Termi exhaust. And there's an ECU upgrade as well for that. And the tail tidy stuff is all new, and everything else is your typical 848. It's kind of it's difficult to get used to. You know, it's a lot different than the ZX6. The rev range is much shorter. It's, red line's around 10 and a half or something. I feel a little odd on it. I mean, after you ride a bike for, I don't know how many years I rode that ZX6, like 3 years or something, you get kind of very in tune with it, and it becomes like an extension of yourself. But I haven't quite gelled with this one yet. I did take it out to have the suspension set up, which helps a lot. The previous owner had some pretty strange settings put in, so like the front had enough preload for me, and the rear had zero preload. So I had to bring the back up, which made it obviously a lot more maneuverable at slow speed. It's a lot lighter now on the front. Also, you had zero compression damping, which was a little weird because whenever I would apply brakes or whatever, it was like, woo. It's very, very strange. So anyway, I took it to RMR Suspensions out in Abbotsford, which is kind of the place to go around here. And they do a suspension setup for like $50. And so they'll set it for your weight, which you really need at least two people to do, because three ideally, but because someone has to hold the bike upright, you have to get on the bike, and then somebody else has to measure how much the sag is, right? So it's kind of a three-person job. It's very difficult to do on your own, for sure. I certainly recommend getting it done. The difference in the handling, before after a suspension setup is just night and day. But anyway, so that is the bike. I am out here on my usual road in Whistler. Oops, don't show the license plate. And they have totally destroyed my road, so maybe I'll give you a little shot of that on the way down. The looky-loo here. Yeah, I don't know what the hell they did. First of all, there's gravel everywhere, which maybe is to be expected because it's the spring, but they've also decided to tear up half the road for no apparent reason. Anyway, I'll give you a peek on the way down as I inch my way down here. All right, laters.